From a rainy Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is on the air. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Bulldogs and the Colorado Rockies.
Ladies and gentlemen,
alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and D-Row will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one. One of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of his caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just one game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance.
Mark Baines will be on the mound for the Rocks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things you look for in a pitcher, Matty, is movement on the fastball, and this guy has great run on his fastball. What does that mean? On his arm side, when he throws, the ball has it looks almost like a cutter. It has this little sweeping action. What it does, it keeps the hitters from hitting it off the barrel of the bat. A very effective pitch, but a very difficult pitch to command.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
First pitch. 210.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff role. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
To the plate now, Freddie Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. These Rockies guys, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
Here it comes, 0-2.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play.
Batting third, the shortstop, Connor Pitts.
Next to hit is Connor Pitts. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
We're just underway here in Denver. 1-1 the count. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And another foul ball.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Another full count pitch home. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Fletcher Pitts.
So now to the plate, Fletcher Pitts, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched it on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get to that first.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. Reggie Pena, the native of the Netherlands, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And the pitch. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? This is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, man, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Now to bat, Marty Padilla. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Runner goes for second. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
In now, Santiago Padilla.
The shortstop.
Chopped in front of home plate.
Padilla.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The center fielder, Miles Marquez.
So next to hit is Miles Marquez. He's been a non-factor in the series. No hits to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way. Pena is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Craig Robinson will be next. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
Next up, Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. One and one to the Rockies' first baseman. Into the corner and slicing foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's Bolton.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Colorado. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Grounded back up the middle, reined in on to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Albert Ishii.
Next up is Albert Ishii. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. This is foul right side. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next to hit, Andres Escalona. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
2-0 pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning starting.
Into the box, Pedro Mora, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. The 1-0 home.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The count now at 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Next, it'll be Alfonso Ibarra. First delivery to him.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Escalona over at second. Mora at first. 2 out in the inning. He's got it. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Now to the plate, Ryan Cedeno. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Now here's the first offering. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Nope.
And there's ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Count 1 and 2.
2-2 to the Colorado catcher. Line hard to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Stepping in now, Donald Shelley. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Shelley, a 6'1" left-handed swinger and thrower. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3-year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. A runner at second, nobody out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. So now here is Rodney Seaver.
Rodney Seaver.
Here's the first pitch to him. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a little tapper. 1 out and a runner on second base. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Colorado after 2 It's a 2-0 ball game. Stepping in once again is Brian Loftus. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Brian Loftus.
First pitch on the way. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike one. Ball one.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Reined in, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Now
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Freddie Rodriguez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch-out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. In to score is the runner from first.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
At the plate now, Connor Pitts as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Down the left field line and hard hit. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Now batting.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Standing in now, Fletcher Pitts, and it's grounded just foul down the line. Pitts had an impressive rise through the minors. He was never viewed as a slam dunk prospect, but since he's molded himself into a guy that this organization really believes in.
Yeah, and all he's done since he put on a uniform is find a way to turn heads with the bat. Bottom line is, if you hit, they will find a place for you in today's game.
Count remains at 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Hit hard to third. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Fletcher Pitts has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box now, Lamont Jones. Left side, but well foul. And they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 delivery. Drilled to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. In to score, the runner from 3rd.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
To the plate now, Andres Escalona. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Padilla ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So now to the plate, Pedro Mora batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Down and away, ball 1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Hot shot toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
In now, Alfonso Ibarra. A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fouled away. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
3-1 to him now. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Hit back up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole. Period. The end.
At the plate now, Brian Loftus. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Man, the hit parade continues. It's not an easy thing to do in professional baseball. It doesn't seem like this inning's going to ever stop. Right now, they've already scored 7 runs.
Now you see the Colorado skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Stepping in now, Freddie Rodriguez. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. A ball and a strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Swing and a line drive. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Connor Pitts. Ball 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Now at the plate, here is Fletcher Pitts. He picked up his first career hit in his last AB.
I can't begin to tell you, Matty, how much more comfortable this guy is in the box right now as he approaches this AB right here. Getting off the schneid and getting a big league knock changes everything.
Fielded cleanly. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But not before they claim the lead here as they bat around and hang an 8th spot on them. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Bulldogs are out in front here, 8-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Yusniel Garlobo. Zero down 6
Rockies,
already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some pride. ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Garlobo hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
The third baseman.
Ready to take his hacks again. Marty Padilla blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already. And there are 2 gone in the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Santiago Padilla, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Still 8-2. All set for the start of the inning. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Vermont Jones.
Vermont Jones.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Albert Ishii comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. One out, nobody on. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. So here is Andres Escalona. He flew out in his last AB. Now the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, it'll be Miles Marquez, and they could use a spark from him here.
Miles Marquez.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. And it's fouled away. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. One away.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
To the plate now, Craig Robinson, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 runs on 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. Takes this the other way to right. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
In now, Ryan Cedeno. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Cedeno, a 32-year-old veteran. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Bulldogs lead this one 8-2. Digging in, the switch hitter, Pedro Mora. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Pedro Mora.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Tried to get some loft to that swing, but it's 1-1.
You gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Bouncer to the left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Couldn't have been much closer at first, and as show track will demonstrate for us, it took a throw of over 90 miles an hour just to beat the hustling runner. Really an amazing show of arm strength on that play. So now to the plate, Alfonso Ibarra, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Fouled off. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. Brian Loftus waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Fouled away. Ibarra leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a liner. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And now, Freddie Rodriguez singled in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Roll. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Connor Pitts, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 2 down, runners at first and second. Again, he sends it out of play. The 3-2 one more time, and he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Into the box, Fletcher hits. He bats for the 4th time in his career, having already collected his first hit. Not a bad first day, huh?
Yeah, you can never take this day away from him, Matt. No matter what happens in this 4th AB, he's going to get in his car today. He's going to relive every moment, every step that it took to get here. And the fact that he has a batting average when he wakes up in the morning is huge.
Lubbock, Joe.
So now to the plate, Lamont Jones. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
In there, strike 2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. 1 run is scored. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the 2nd run will score as well.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Taylor Burnham gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Burnham.
Albert Ishii will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
2-2. 3 runs already home here. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Andres Escalona would be next. 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The center field.
Stepping up is Andres Escalona. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. In the air, down the line and left. Rankin is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Rockies offense with Colorado's manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Now to the plate. Here is Rodney Seaver, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go to start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Next, it'll be Nicky Rankin. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And he fouls this one off. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. That won't help much. It's 11-2. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Pedro Mora. And now the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 5.
So stepping in is Alfonso Ibarra. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard towards second, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle end. He's able to drive that for a nice hit.
At the plate, Brian Loftus. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
From the stretch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ibarra on second. Loftus is over at first with 1 away. Now a little looper down the left field line. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
There's a saying amongst the offense, Dan, anybody can get 3 hits in a big league game. It's that 4th one that separates you.
Boy, talk about he's having a good week in one night. Can you imagine 4 hits in one game? I'd say he's having a pretty good day.
Standing in now, Connor Pitts, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Fletcher Pitts. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. First pitch on the way. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. One and one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. Striding in for the Rockies, Yusniel Garlobo. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt. They want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
2 balls, no strikes. The count of the Rockies' designated hitter. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Marty Padilla is on deck. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
High and deep down the left field line. The 2-1 home. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Santiago Padilla is on deck. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors on the Colorado ledger to this point. And he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players Let's talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping in now, Santiago Padilla fouled off. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. No outs, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Reined in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 6.
Next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Miles Marquez. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Fouled away. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time.
1 ball, 2 strikes down.
Still only 1 out in the inning.
Nope.
And that misses 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right
the
there.
First
nice
baseman,
piece of hit.
Fred Robinson.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Leaves after just 5 1/3, and despite exiting with the lead, he'll be the first to tell you he did not have his good stuff in this one. To the plate now, Craig Robinson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Marquez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2 balls and a strike. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Again, another foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's a pop-up now. Pitts over to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So next to bat will be Ryan Cedeno. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set and the pitch.
Nope.
Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Slow little grounder left side. Over to first, and that retires the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. The Bulldogs are out on top 12. 7th inning ready to roll. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Lamont Jones.
Lamont Jones.
First delivery to him.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
0-1, here's the pitch.
1-1. Two balls, 1 strike.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the fifth and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Into the box now, Albert Ishii. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Skied into straightaway right. Shelley's back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The center fielder.
Now into the box. Andres Escalona flew out last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one yanked just foul. The 0-2 delivery. He pulls this one into right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Pedro Mora.
Miguel Pineda will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. From the belt, the pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Here comes the 1-0. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning.
Miguel Pineda stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Number 10.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Donald Shelley. Welch is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Shelley, your attention, please. Now playing shortstop, number 77, Cody.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Ibarra recovers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now
up next, Rodney Seaver.
Rodney Seaver.
Now here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball inside.
Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
Hey, I know they say this is not the place you want to work up in the zone for fear of home runs going out of Coors Field. But I'll tell you what, maybe he's enticing some more swing and miss up there. Maybe going to work a little bit more north and south today.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Rodney Seaver takes his 3rd strikeout of the day. Nicky Rankin stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Rodney Rogers comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Rogers.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Alfonso Ibarra.
The catcher, Alfonso.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
And some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
High in the air down the right field line. 4 hits already in this one, and looking for number 5 here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yusniel Garlobo. A couple of walks for him thus far.
The designated hitter, Yusniel.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So now into the box is Marty Padilla. Comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. A high fastball is in there.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Stepping in next, Santiago Padilla. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. Set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Cody Wells. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
2-0 now. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Here it comes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. On, he pops it up. In there, a base hit.
The first baseman, number 23, Fletcher. Pitch.
Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. At the plate now, Fletcher hits. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
And it's fouled away. Wells aboard here at first with nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. The next 0-2.
The count is 1 and 2.
Still 1-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
A runner at first with no outs here. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Next to dig in, Lamont Jones. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. First and second here with nobody out. Opposite field to left. And that'll get down out there. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Now the relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5. So he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
Jeffrey Mayer enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 29, Jeffrey Mayer.
Into the box, Albert Ishii, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And that's out number 1. So the next to bat will be
Andres Escalona.
Pitch as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Right-hander starts to 2-0. Hit down the third baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The right fielder, number 10, Miguel Pineda.
Standing in now, Miguel Pineda. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home is in off the plate.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. There's one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. One more shot coming up. Will go to the bottom of the 9th. The Bulldogs on top 14-4. At the plate now is Miles Marquez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman.
In now for Colorado. Craig Robinson popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit, possibly more than that. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in a stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
At the plate, Ryan Cedeno. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Robinson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
The 3-0 pitch. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here. that could get them out of the inning.
Donald.
Digging in next,
Shelley.
Donald Shelley. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. A ball and a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Nope.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting. The second
and
baseman.
now in the box, Rodney Seaver. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
14-4 is the way this one ends. Vermont put up a 15-run attack on the scoreboard today. Reggie Pena earns his first win of the season. Mark Baines struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.